Hi, I wanted to talk a little bit about the groove that Steve Gadd plays in the song 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover by Paul Simon. I wanted to learn this groove and I went on YouTube and looked around at a few videos on there, and to be honest I didn't find what I thought might be the definitive sort of lesson on how to play that groove. Some of them I would say slightly wrong, hard to understand, overcomplicating it. So I wanted to have an attempt at doing a lesson on it myself, and how I've learned this groove. A little bit of it is from, I picked up from Steve Gadd himself on the video, Steve Gadd Up Close I think it's called, where he explains it a little bit on there. So let's have a go anyway at explaining it. Okay, I think the easiest way to learn this groove, and the way I did it, was to break it down into this quite simple pattern, which is almost a linear groove apart from the first beat and the very last beat of the pattern. Things to just note when I'm playing this is there are a couple of hi-hats just played with the foot, not with a stick. There's two of those. The first is on beat 1 and the second is on beat 4 of the pattern. So I'll play it slowly for you, and the thing to do is to work on this pattern, become really comfortable with it before moving on. That's what I did, and I got it quite quickly. So I'll play it slowly. It's this. The first beat is played with both feet. Like I said, you play a hi-hat with your foot. So this is it. So 2 bass drums at the end, second one with a tom. So what I did when I was learning this was I put a metronome on and played that over and over until I got really comfortable with it. I'll put the metronome on now. It's at 90 beats per minute, which is what speed I play the actual groove at. I'm not sure what the song is actually, but yeah, it's 90 beats per minute, but we're going to play the pattern at half speed. Two, three, four. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So yeah, work on that, get it right slowly, and then you can bring the tempo up until you get to double the speed what we've just played. So yeah, work on that until you become comfortable with it, and then you can move on onto the little bit of snare work that there is, which isn't very complicated either. It's basically the first part of it, which leads you into the groove, is a double stroke roll. It's just right, right, left, left. That's what leads you into it. So just a double stroke. The second part of the second half of the groove is similar, but it's a 6-stroke roll, and you've just got right, right, left, left, right, left. So the whole groove becomes this. I'll put the metronome on again. 3, 4. So as you can see, once you put those rolls in, there's just the final tom to put in at the end of the beat. Steve Gadd plays it with 2 floor toms. You can do whatever you want. As you can see, sometimes I put in the first tom, sometimes I leave it out. I think Steve Gadd just alters it slightly as he's going through, just to break it up and keep it interesting. Yeah, so as I say, learn that first pattern. Work it up until you get the snare working, and finally the last beat on the floor tom. Okay, I hope you found that useful, and I hope it's helped you work out that groove. One last piece of advice: drummerconnection.com. Log on there, lots of free drum lessons, lots of free play-along tracks, great forums, nice people on there. You can learn a lot, and I'd really recommend you log on, drummerconnection.com.